Governor Abbott told Fox News this week that the border, at least one issue, will be added to the October special session, which was supposed to just be about education. Rudy, will anything come out of this session?
You know, Stephen, I think the first part of this special session is going to be dealing with the border because the crisis is now. And as you mentioned, Wednesday, the governor said point blank, Texas is at war with the federal government. And in that same interview with Fox News, Abbott indicating part of his call will include legislative hearings on that Southeast Texas immigrant community known as the Colony and the people who are running it, who, by the way, have been donating to Abbott's previous re-election campaigns. So I think other border bills will also be considered in this early weeks of the session, maybe a reboot of Matt Schaefer's new Border Patrol unit idea. Then probably the back end of the special session, we'll go into that school choice rabbit hole. Stephen?
Greg, will money just be thrown around to this, or will there be an actual solution?
Solution with a Biden administration that's shamelessly sitting on its hands and looking the other way, and a divided Congress that completely refuses to collaborate on any serious reform. There will be no solution, just damage control. That's really all you can say about Operation Lone Star. It's a state program to limit the damage, and despite the billions of dollars Texans have already spent, it's really hard to assess its impact. So your question is about spending more state dollars to do what President Biden won't, and I'm guessing the answer is yes. If it were up to me, and it's clearly not, I'd bolster overwhelmed local law enforcement in every South Texas county because the cartels that control the border are just getting stronger.
Representative Morales at least came up with a plan. Rudy, you and I talk about all the time how a lot of people complain about the border but don't have a plan. Can this plan work?
Well, I'm going to first agree with what Greg said. Right now, we're trapped in a loop of damage control, and we're just not going anywhere. And Morales and I, we spoke about this idea at the beginning of the regular session. There is sound logic to his idea. It's going to be a hard sell for sure, but it is a plan. You're right, Stephen. It is a real plan, other than, denying that people are walking across the border like the Biden administration's doing. Wow, can you believe that they even say that? Or only wanting just to build a wall that's already being climbed over, right? And putting down more razor wire that's being crawled through and cut, right? So let's have a real discussion, shall we? A full hearing here in Austin on Morales' idea and hear it out instead of just being trapped in this never-ending loop of what Greg says is damage control.
Hey, I agree with you on that one. Greg, October was supposed to be all education. Now the border is being talked about in the Republican debate and other places. It's a bigger topic now from a national appeal. Will education take a back seat, or are we putting too much stock in the border?
I don't think so. The showdown on school choice will be front and center as Governor Abbott cashes in political capital where he can and flexes political muscle where he can't. As I've said before, this difficult fight for choice has been made even more difficult by the Texas Senate and Lieutenant Governor Dan Patrick essentially sticking it to the House with the controversial Paxton impeachment acquittal. If Speaker Dade Phelan and rural House Republicans reverse course and fold on choice, they look weak, and Patrick will have taken them to the woodshed again. On the flip side, if we assume all 64 House Democrats vote against vouchers, the anti-choice forces need only a dozen Republicans to stand with them. That gives Speaker Phelan more than enough leverage. Question is, will he use it, and is he willing to weather the governor's anger and the prospect of multiple special sessions?
Okay, short answer, guys. Rudy, you first. Will education savings account, school choice, whatever you want to call it, will it pass in October?
Stephen, it's going to be a hot debate, and a lot of money is going to be thrown out. A lot of money going to be thrown out, and it will pass.
Greg?
I'll follow the rules. Pilot program.
All right, that's all the time we have for now. To see this episode or any of our past ones, go to our station's YouTube channels.
Keep the conversation going by hitting us up on social media.
And October means playoff baseball, a new special session, and Republican primary for president heating up. What more can you ask for? We'll see you next week, and let us know what you think the issue is.